morning, Facebook Live. Doug Reynolds here, your Sacramento area realtor. And this quick little video I want to talk about is about staging. A lot of times I meet with sellers of a home and they'd say, oh, I've got a few things here I need to do, or I need to update, or whatever. Usually as a seller, you've got a few ideas in your mind of you need to do a little bit of work to get the house ready to kind of show better so you can make as much money as possible on the sale, as well as attract as many buyers as possible. Well, staging is a great thing for sellers to do. One area, I've got a listing coming up in College Glen in my neighborhood soon, and the house is nice. I mean, it's functional, it's got a good roof on it, the heating and air conditioning works well, it's got a brand new tankless water heater, it's got good bones, it's a good property, the flooring's good, it's in shape, the paint is okay, but the kitchen's a little bit dated, the bathroom's a little bit dated, it's kind of grandma's house, and so rather than advising my clients to, you need to update this or change that, I really am recommending to them to have the house staged for a nominal amount, about $1,500 to $2,000. They're going to be able to have the house looking a lot modern, inviting, comfortable. And so rather than spending money on updating the house or doing things, they can just get that effect for a pretty low amount of money, and it's going to show really well. It's going to attract buyers. They're going to be interested in the property. It's going to show good in the photos. Photos that have a staged property look so much better than just an empty, vacant house. So the photos are going to look great. It's going to have nice, modern-looking, newer furniture in there. It's going to really attract the eye and have good attention going for that. And what it does is when a buyer walks into the property, they feel comfortable, it feels inviting, it feels warm and cozy, and they can picture themselves living in that house because of the furniture, because of the staging. And then it also kind of distracts the eye a little bit. You don't notice kind of the dated tile countertop in the kitchen as much, or you don't notice things around the house because you're kind of picturing yourself living in the home. You're seeing the layout of the property. You're seeing kind of, this is where my couch would go, and the TV would go here, and the table would go there, and I could see that we'd be hosting a party the way this furniture is and everything. Staging does all of that. It's a magical bullet for sellers. And I've got two great staging companies I recommend. They're really reasonably priced, and they do a phenomenal job. So if you're a seller, you're thinking about selling your property, especially now in kind of these winter months, it's even more important for kind of staging because the property is dark very easily. The sun's not up as long, it's not as high, so it's darker. So if you can get the staging in, I always put timers on all the lamps so that they're on and nice and bright and well lit for my listings and everything. And it's just going to be warmer and more inviting for a buyer. It's going to distract the eye. They're going to be more interested in this is a great house. And I really believe my clients are going to spend probably $1,600, $1,700 on the staging. I think it's going to net them probably $5,000 to $10,000 at least in market value return when we go to sell it. So staging is a great tip for sellers. I would be open to the idea. Don't just think, no way, I'm not going to spend my money on that. Be open to the idea of considering staging for your property, especially if it's going to be vacant. Obviously, if you're living in the house, you don't need it, but you still need to do some things for your property as well. But if the house is empty, definitely. It makes a small house feel larger, actually. Staging done well makes it feel larger. So that's my tips on staging. Feel free to reach out to me. Realestatewithdoug.com is my website. Love to hear from you. If you're thinking about selling a property, you want some tips and advice from me, I'd love to meet with you, let you know how much I could get it sold for and how I could get it sold for top dollar, along with staging and some excellent marketing strategies. Can get your property sold even in the dead of winter right now. So I hope you're having a great holiday season. Merry Christmas coming up real soon. And I'll talk to you soon. Clear skies.